In today's video, we're breaking down Antony's struggles at Manchester United, his potential summer transfer, and how the team is evolving under Ten Hag's leadership. Plus, we'll touch on Liam Delap's future at the club. Stay tuned. Man United flop Antony discovers summer transfer plan after reviving his career. Antony has impressed during his loan stint with Real Betis, and now the Spanish club are hoping to sign him permanently, with his future at Manchester United looking increasingly doubtful. Real Betis chief Manu Fajardo has confirmed the club are hoping to keep hold of Antony after the Manchester United flop's superb start to life on loan with the La Liga club. The Brazilian lost his confidence at Old Trafford, but has been a breath of fresh air at Betis. Antony has scored 4 and assisted twice after making 13 appearances under former Manchester City boss Manuel Pellegrini, having rediscovered his best form. The 25-year-old previously made a dig at United after admitting he had a smile on his face again in Spain after being frozen out by Erik ten Hag and his successor Ruben Amorim. There have been question marks over his future following his success with Betis, with the player unlikely to have a future under Amorim after failing to start a league game for United this season. And now Betis chief Fajardo has spoken out on his future by saying the club are keen to sign Antony permanently and will do everything possible to make that happen. It's a source of satisfaction on a personal level, but it's the result of teamwork, Fajardo told Mundo Deportivo when asked about Antony's superb form at Betis so far. Although I'm responsible for the sporting direction, there are many people involved in this signing. It's still early days, but we'll try in different ways to do everything possible to continue enjoying Antony. Antony has started every game he has played in since arriving at Betis after becoming a key player under Pellegrini, leading the team to 8 victories in all competitions. He has helped lift them to 6th in the La Liga table and has been part of the squad that has advanced to the UEFA Conference League quarterfinals. In February, he spoke about his struggles at United and how Betis had helped lift his confidence. He said, "I wasn't playing much, but I've been working hard. I needed to be happy with myself. The best version of being happy with myself is the most important thing. I played very little in Manchester, but I'm grateful to them and also to the coach who spoke to me." He added, "The most important thing is that I have found myself again. But when I say that I've found myself here, I'm happy. The people are like us in Brazil. The sun helps a lot. I'm very happy here. I wake up every day with a smile, and that's very important." Pellegrini said he couldn't understand why Antony had not progressed at United, saying, "The most important thing has been his attitude and his self-criticism. If they paid that much money for forward passes in 71 minutes, questions may need to start being asked of £120k P/W Ten Hag signing. The sheer tediousness of Sunday's lackluster Manchester derby led to several players coming under the microscope for their performances. Manchester United-wise, it only highlighted how the likes of Bruno Fernandes and Lenny Yoro put in scintillating displays when up against what was previously considered the best team in Europe, albeit when Erling Haaland was fit and firing. On the other hand, though, Reds such as Alejandro Garnacho, Patrick Dorgu and Manuel Ugarte have received their fair share of criticism for overseeing subpar showings, particularly the latter, with whom the jury is still out following his deadline day move from Paris Saint-Germain last summer. Ugarte has struggled to really make a lasting and commanding impact in the midfield, unlike Casemiro in his maiden top-flight campaign. That being said, the two arrived in considerably different circumstances, given the 5-time Champions League-winning Brazilian took to Manchester to spend his senior years plying his trade in the Premier League. Why Ugarte had to do better versus City? As for the ex-PSG star, he has previously enjoyed spells in his native Uruguay with Phoenix and Portugal with Famalicão and Sporting Lisbon, where he played under Ruben Amorim before moving to France for just 1 season. He was deployed from the off alongside Casemiro for yesterday's clash and proceeded to endure a shift to forget. As per SofaScore, he won only 2 of his 6 ground duels attempted and lost possession 7 times. Ugarte made 2 fouls and was dribbled past once. What's more, the Uruguayan international completed only 4 forward passes in the entire 71 minutes he was on the pitch, with 3 attempted forward passes unsuccessful. While his job is ultimately to provide coverage to the back line, contributing more in attack and at least getting the ball further afield are non-negotiables from your midfielders. And it's something Amorim may have to hammer into him ahead of such season-defining fixtures. The moment that showed Manchester United are finally playing in Ruben Amorim's image. At 8:15 p.m. on Sunday, Darren Fletcher finally emerged from the Stretford End tunnel. He bade farewell to a family and checked that their children had enjoyed their day. The kids chirruped enthusiastically. Manchester United had not lost, at least. They were the better side in a drab derby, the most inconsequential in the fixture's esteemed history since Stuart Pearce was the Manchester City manager nearly 20 years ago. Fletcher started in that stalemate in September 2005. Joey Barton nicked an equalizer. City fans chanted "tracksuit" from Matt Allen at a poorly attired Sir Alex Ferguson. Even unmemorable matches are memorable. Yesterday, Joshua Zirkzee was ball juggling before he came on. That was more entertaining than any of the ball work on the pitch. The City analyst Carles Planchart sat to our right in the press box, was so appalled by one error he rose to his feet. Little of the play brought fans to their feet. The obligatory rendition of "Stand Up If You Hate Glazers" was half-hearted. The vast majority of supporters around us stayed in their seats. Kevin De Bruyne and Bernardo Silva have done a number on United so often they are among the finest opponents ever to grace Old Trafford. It was striking to see them labor against the worst United team in half a century. They were so anemic Case Moreau was able to keep up. The midfielder's purported revival has come during a period where United have played a sedate Spanish side twice and a declining City team that had 5 30-somethings in its starting 11. Even the uplifting weather did not help. Pep Guardiola lingered in the sunshine pre-match, shooting the breeze with Barry South, City's head of security. He did so again at full-time, catching up with Luke Shaw, a player he has enthused about in the past. Gary Neville complained about no blood and thunder, and we might have got that if it was teaming down to create a Mancunian mudbath. United did not have a single Manc in their squad. The only needle was between the Stretford End and Stockport's Phil Foden. The day was not without its positives for United. A 9th Premier League clean sheet and unbeaten in 3 derbies, penalty shootouts excluded, this season. Guardiola has not cracked the Ruben Amorim code since he committed to United. United started with 8 defensive players yet, paradoxically, were the more attack-minded team. Too often Amorim overloads his starting 11 with conservative players, yet United showed more intent than City. The away end was disgruntled enough to holler, "Come on, City," as they struggled against the league's goal-shy 13th-placed side. Wolves have scored 6 more goals than United. You can score in the 5th minute and hang on for close to 100 minutes against this United side. They could still be at the City ground and not have scored. Their approach play is more polished. Alejandro Garnacho never goes into hiding. Man United transfer news. Liam Delap advantage, as club will do everything possible. Manchester United have a crucial Europa League clash ahead on Thursday, and it appears success in that competition is becoming increasingly important to the summer transfer window. Manchester United face a potentially pivotal week in their bid for European football next season. Ruben Amorim's side travel to Lyon on Thursday for the first leg of their Europa League quarterfinal. United's only route to European football next season remains through winning the competition and landing a Champions League spot. And it appears that sealing a Champions League place will be crucial to Amorim's ability to land his top targets in the summer transfer window. Given United's 13th place position in the league, there is only one route left after they were knocked out of the FA Cup last month. It's set to be a busy summer at Old Trafford as the Portuguese looks to begin his overhaul. Here, the Daily Star Sport looks at the latest Manchester United transfer news. Liam Delap, the Red Devils' search for a new number 9 in the summer has seen them hotly linked with a move for Ipswich Town striker Liam Delap. The 22-year-old former Manchester City striker has 12 Premier League goals for the Tractor Boys this season, who looks set to be relegated back to the Championship barring an incredible revival. According to Ben Jacobs, United aren't the only club interested in Delap, with Chelsea also in the frame. And it's said that the advantage is likely to fall to the club that can offer Delap European football next season. Currently sat 13th in the table, United must win the Europa League to gain a Champions League place. While the Blues are 4th in the table, Antony United have been told that Real Betis will do everything possible to sign Antony in the summer after the Brazilian has become a fan favorite for the Seville side. Antony left to join Betis in January on loan after his £80 million move from Ajax flopped woefully. But the 25-year-old has 4 goals and 4 assists in 13 games for the La Liga club. It's a source of satisfaction on a personal level, but it's the result of teamwork, Sporting director Manu Fajardo explained in quotes published by Mundo Deportivo. Although I'm responsible for the sporting direction, there are many people involved in this signing. It's still early days, but we'll try in different ways to do everything possible to continue enjoying Antony. Amorim has been reported to want a new goalkeeper in the summer window, with Andre Onana still producing costly mistakes despite a promising start to the season.